Hello everyone, Absolutezero Baconator here, and today we're going to be playing some more Doki Doki Literature Club, and if you guys would like to see more, like, comment, subscribe. Without further ado, we're going to get back into this. So, I had no idea, but I'm going to go with Yuri, just because we want Yuri to be our friend, so, Yuri. Natsuki. You're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing is, they're still putting feelings into it and become something very personal. When the hell did my guy become a fucking I don't even know. When did he get this smart? That's why Natsuki feels threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. Oh. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? It's exactly what I did! It was her that... Natsuki, that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenched her fists. In the end, no one had taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I ended up feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, she snatches up her own poem from the desk and storms out. On the way up, she crumbles up the poem in her hands and throws it in the trash. I feel bad. She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. Can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, I don't. That's the reason why I chose to side with you. I mean, I'm not blaming you. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright. I believe you. Thanks, Baconator. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. Now, one thing that Natsuki said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. Are you sure about that? So, what did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm going to make some tea. Good idea. Make it up for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Poem part 2! Okay. Fluffy, cheer, disorient, judgment, skirt, after image, amazing, climax, and anxiety. Disoriented! Socks, infallible, marshmallow, anger, raincoat, chocolate, anger! What?! Atone, poof, parfait, nibble, passion, aura, daydream, kawaii, vivid, melancholy. Dance, suicide, pain, tenacious. Misery. Why do you like misery? Meager, vertigo. Got the vertigo. Destiny. I think we did good this time. I think we did very, very good. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. Already got a little more comfortable here the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Baconator. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood. Hey, I'm just still not used to I'm still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simplest things with you anyways. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Oh, she wants me to go, so I pay for it. Right? That all of a sudden. No reason. Just wanted to look at it. Retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Shoves it upside down, let the contents spill on the guest. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How do you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have brought us back before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you're planning to conveniently forget to that you spent all your money and I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. I was just something in my book. Yuri, told Baconator to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved in that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. Frankly, after pulling a mischievous stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. That actually is kind of funny. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. Retribution. I started to get triggered a little bit. Actually, I had an eye twitch right there, like, not revolution. That, still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside us all, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcake. It's always got back to the cupcakes. It's always back to the cupcakes. Hey, Yuri. I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book from the one we've been reading. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. Just kind of waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yes, let's. Actually, I have a request. Mind if I make some tea? Not at all. Still haven't had tea, but sure. Thanks. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. She stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. She hands me the water pitcher and fetches an electric kettle. Going to plug this at the teacher's desk, then we'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down onto the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Why not? Shall we go? Where are you two off to? Yuri's planning to make some tea, so I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain this to Monica. We're just filling the water pitcher. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was a bit curious. It's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want to tell me there's something wrong with helping involve Baconator in activities? Oh! My mouth gapes. I suppose there's nothing wrong with that. Ain't our fucking flamingo pose. Then let's go. She quickly exits the room and I follow. She suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said that made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? Yuri, you're okay. I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it doesn't all right for Monica to judge people like that. Ooh, music change. Baconator, how come even when I do something bad, you're being nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We have emotions and we can't always hide from them. We always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would do that? Friend, you say? She lifts her head. Baconator, I really like being friends with you. Okay, let's just move it up, Bring on the next part of the friendship. Thanks. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyway, yeah, shall we go? Yep. We walked to the nearest water fountain. Once we filled the water pitcher, we returned to the classroom. Baconator, would you like oolong tea? Yeah, anything's fine. Very well. She sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. Shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even though I'm not an expert on tea or... even though I'm not an expert on tea or anything? Whew. In that case, you'll be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. This is getting really cutesy and it's starting to mess with my mind. I don't like it. It's too disgusting. Yuri fetches a tea bomb and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. Just doing a bit of thinking and decided I would try expressing myself a little more. Turns out it's not very hard for me to do when it's you who's around. We're getting up there, guys. We're getting close. That's great. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me. It's very endearing. She wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Bacon, I have another request. You mind if we sit on the floor? What? Why is that? A little easier on my back. I can read it with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. True. To be fair, that's actually pretty good. No worries. I just have back pain very regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Yeah, I have that too. Is that so? Wonder why that is. Most likely because my posture? Always hunched over like while reading? Yes! I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. What is she hiding? Fair enough. Go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolates as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies that I kept hidden from Sayori's candy radar. Take it since it will go well with tea. Very nice next to the wall, teacups at her side. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer. Oh! I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until her shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading? I don't know. Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch your chest. Why am I hand that close? Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intensive reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. Use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I managed to relax a little. Put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. Briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, I touch it, it might get smudges on the page. True. Didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Oh, wow, this imagery. Oh my god, her eyes are gorgeous. She opens the book with both hands. She holds it so I won't have a harder time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, she's already focused on reading. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. Then I take another, and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. Simply parts her lips as if the situation is completely natural. That means I can't stop here. What do you mean by that? I place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, she closes her lip over it. Eh? Yuri's expression suddenly changes. Did I just... She looks at me as if she needs to confirm what just happened. Bacon. Sorry. Guess I shouldn't have done that. That's... Well, you were just helping. This has gotten awkward really fast. That's something that friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but... Is it getting warm in here? Yeah, that's all it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has got really tense. I'm pretty sure I could cut the tension with a knife. Yuri tries to return to the book. I can tell by just her expression that she can't even focus now. My heart is pounding. Nervously take another chocolate between my fingers. But this time, Yuri's eyes meet mine. Oh, Jesus! The eyes turn. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. Notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Ah. Like before, she parts her lips, but it's different this time. I can take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I can feel her hot breath on my fingers. Okay! God damn it! You suck! We had a moment! You suck! Big one! Ah! She jolts back. It's time to share poems. We know who we're going with. Let's see what you've written for today. Or expression. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Baconator. This one might even be better than yesterday's. I should hope so. 90% of them were for you. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques we're practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. She visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. Take your time. She breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah. Just being appreciated like this. Probably sounds stupid. But seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me happy. Are you saying you never shared your writing before? Really, I don't believe that. I really only write for myself. Besides, people would just laugh at me. No, people wouldn't laugh. You really think that? She does, huh? Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond. Oh, are we her only friend right now? I wonder why. Anyway, you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. This is a big ass poem. And I do want to cover something before this, guys. I'm not going to be showing you everyone else's reactions because this is all about Yuri. So you're not going to see the others' reactions. So once Yuri is done, I'm going to pause the video, go through the rest of the reactions, and then we'll continue on with the video. So, the raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hunger and curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of the raccoon friend. Slice the bread fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon is taking to following me. You could say we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me his excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feed myself again. Very interesting poem. It's a little more daring with this one. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem's about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take that at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I want to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself, though? Because they're embarrassing. People will make fun of me. No, you have to get a stiff. You gotta be strong. Don't you have anything like that? I don't know if I do. Well, I do have one thing, but, well, yeah. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best thing we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to express my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now. I'm glad that you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. What have we been doing? Writing, listening, oh. There really aren't that many people like you. I mean, writing and listening. There's a good amount of people out there, trust me. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. Never thought I would feel so comfortable sharing my writing. But now I almost feel like I look forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for it. It's nothing, really. She smiles sincerely. Ooh! Just for a moment, her timidness disappears. Okay, guys, now I'm going to cut, and we're going to get to the next part. Okay, everyone, so I'm coming back just for the poems that they have. So this is Monica's, Save Me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. I'm a little bit concerned. Okay, guys, we have the next one right here. This is Natsuki's. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I hear her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not afraid. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has lots of friends. I can see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. One of her friends starts to like spiders too. That's why I'm not friends with her. Doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. Doesn't matter if she keeps it private. Doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm going to tell everyone. Oh, weird ass poem. Okay, everyone, we're here. And I'm starting to get a little bit concerned because she's talking about sad stuff. And I'm afraid... Not in the poem. I haven't read the poem yet. But she was talking off camera about bad stuff. Because I pause it because there's too much stuff in this. But battles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, and bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle of I can't speak. Starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hidden in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. How much more is there? Jesus, I blow dust off my bottle caps. Doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. Our friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I opened up and in comes my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? Frantically pull them from the shelf one after another, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let go, it shatters against the tiles between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They're supposed to be for my friends and my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo, echo, echo in my head. Is she suicidal? I think Sayori might be suicidal. We'll find out later. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone would sit at the front of the rooms. Is it about the festival? Sort of. Ooh. Do we have to do something for the festival? It's not like we could put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with the last-minute preparations. Don't worry, we're going to keep it simple. We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. That's great and all. That doesn't tell us we're actually going to be doing the event. What we're doing. Oh, I forgot you heard about it. We're going to be performing. Wait, what? Monica? Yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Oh, no. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. Ooh. But the cool part is, we're also going to let everyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it all on the poster in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori has been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me? You didn't already start putting up those posters, did you? Well, I did. You really think it's that bad of an idea? No, it's not bad. But I didn't sign up for this. There's no way I'm performing. I agree with Natsuki. I'd never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys? I mean, I understand why they don't want to, because they're both very embarrassed. For Yuri, she hasn't talked that much. We don't know about Natsuki that much, though. That's the only thing. But, let's continue. No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. You do! You do. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poem with everyone until just a couple days ago. I wonder why. Wonder why. It's because I showed up. Shh. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poem out loud to a whole room full of people. Very true. Very, very true. Guess I kind of overlooked that. I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then we'll inspire others to do the same. More people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing our feelings, being intimate with others, finding new horizons, and having fun. Sure. There's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here? I know you do. I know we all do. And if it takes us standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. I mean, you could do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. Least we can do is help them out a bit. Well, maybe, but looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments. Well, there really isn't any argument left. I can't think of a single argument right now that they can possibly make. I seriously cannot think of anything that they could say. Nope, none come to mind. Oh, okay, fine. Guess I'll have to get it over with. Yeah! Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. Yeah! That's not a good thing. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice running in front of each other. No way! Monica! It's too sudden. If you can't recite your poem in front of a club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off with helping everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Oh god, something's gonna happen. Of course. Now let's see. She flips through a notebook for a specific poem and then stands up behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. Something I lack. She knows exactly how to apply emotion between each line she recites, bringing the words to life. It is something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. They look like they could be sisters. I just noticed that. They could be sisters. They really could be sisters. I was just hoping to set a good example. Am I the only one who could see this? No? Okay. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? No, I'll go next. Ooh, Yuri wants to go next. Ooh. Let's see what she goes with. She clutches a sheet of paper between her hands, stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the poem. This poem is called... Anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. What is that name? That is an amazing name. She starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? She gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns, and its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. Must be a rare glimpse into a whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back to reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not like we didn't want to applaud for her. We're so caught off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, she holds the poem up to her chest and rushes back to her seat. That was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the cow. Okay, guess I'm up. Now I'm going to do one quick thing. Boop. Okay. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a little harder than I thought. How'd you guys do it so easily? Try not to think like you're reciting the others. Imagine you're reciting yourself, like in front of a mirror. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay, then. She begins. Somehow, it feels like her soft voice is made a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from her voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply in someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Baconator liked it. Guess that's a good sign. What does that mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you very nicely. But it might be that other poems won't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery won't work as well. And they might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of people. Next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Who's next? Natsuki? To make me go before Baconator. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyways. Might as well let Baconator lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Screw you! Natsuki, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. It's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I have to go with what I wrote for today. Stand up. Everyone there's eyes making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Jesus, this looks fucking weird. So I'm not exactly confident in my own writing. It's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that will improve over time. Maybe. Alrighty then, that just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. She begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? Kind of the point, because you're presenting. Anyways, the poem's called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. When she starts reciting, her sour attitude disappears. While she's still a little uninfluenced, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. She finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. Better not make me do that again. Well... Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be easier. I can put on whatever face I want. When it's just my friends, it's embarrassing. Interesting. I think it would be another way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so well, I guess if that's the case, we won't have much to worry about in the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what's going to make it. Be sure you pick a poem and get enough practice for the festival. Be making pamphlets to let everyone know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poems to recite instead. That's fine too. So they don't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised you're putting in all this effort for the club. Makes me real happy in the flamingo. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it. The festival's coming up. Let's try to write our poems for tomorrow. As for the festival, we'll finish planning and we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. Can't wait. And with that, guys, I'm going to end this video off here. If you guys would like to see more, like, comment, subscribe. But until then, Absolutezero Baconator is out.